Hey guys, it's Rebecca again. So today I'm going to review The Clockwork Angel by Clary. And I know a lot of you are excited for this. I'm excited to review it too. Let me start off by saying that I think this was the perfect book to review after the Dark Flame horror show. So this book right here, it's by Clary. It's first book in the I can never say the word, prequel. I can say NyQuil, but I can't say prequel. Like, doesn't come out of my mouth. Okay, it's the first, you know what I'm talking about. It's the first book in a new series that's before the series of The Mortal Instrument. I bought this book a really long time ago, maybe back in October or whenever it came out, maybe around when it came out. I got it for a steal at Borders. So I think I only paid $5.50 with this because of all my coupons. I love Borders. Anyways, so I think this book was the perfect book to read after a book that made me want to shoot myself while reading. It was 5 stars. Off the bat, just 5 stars. I knew once I opened the book, once I read the first couple of sentences, I was like, somebody knows how to write in this world. And it wasn't, you can tell when the first sentence of a book, and you can tell how it goes in. And I just love the writing technique Clary has. Also, what I really enjoyed is, I don't know if I've stated this yet, but I don't like books told in first person. The writing, no matter what kind of story it is, the writing will make or break your book, obviously. But I love books that are not in first person. What happens a lot of the time when they're in first person, I get really annoyed. I feel like I'm trapped in someone's mind. Like, if you guys used to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch, do you remember the episode when she had to go into Libby and she had to control Libby, but she couldn't get out of Libby until she put her brain into her brain? So I kind of feel like that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. And you don't get to see other people's views, and other people's views make the book. Think about it. Okay, if you haven't read this book, read it. Read it. It's really good. Basically, I'll tell you when there's spoilers, okay? But basically, it's this girl, Tessa, and it's set in 1878, which is a long time ago. I think that's the Victorian age. I'm not sure. Anyways, so it's set in the 1878s, back then. And this girl, Tessa, gets off this boat, and she's from New York, and she goes to live with her brother because her brother sent her a train ticket. Not a train ticket. What do you call that thing that goes on water? Shit, what is it? A boat. He sends her a boat ticket. I'm sorry, I'm really flustered because I'm trying to get to the good stuff, and I'm just so excited about this book. So, okay, so he sends her a boat ticket. So she gets to London, and it starts off when she's in London already. And she gets off the boat, and she's looking around for her brother. She's like, yo, bro, where is you? And then this weird guy comes up to her. He's like, oh, are you Tessa? And she's like, yep. And then he's like, oh, well, I'm here to deliver you to your brother or whatever. And she's like, okay, cool. She follows him, and then there's this carriage, two ladies, two really nasty ugly ladies, and they're like, oh, we live with your brother or something. And then they gave her a note to say oh, we're not creepy or anything here. But then she gets there, then she gets there, and then she discovers she's held prisoner basically, and she discovers that she has this unknown power that she never knew of, and it's really creepy. So then she is imprisoned by these people, and they're obviously bad. She hasn't seen her brother, so obviously it was a lie. She gets rescued and everything, and then she's taken to the institute. If you've read The Mortal Instruments, you know, the whole, institute thing and everything. So she's taken to the institute by a sexy man that brings her out. Yep. And then it just goes from there, and it's really, that's all I could say, because I want to spoil it and everything. But if you haven't read it, you have to read it. You have to read it. It's so good. Some of the points I thought about that was, kind of weird, though, is that it's in British. It's in British. They're British. And I know that I have some UK subscribers, so hey, hip hip to you. But I always want to I always try when I know that they have an accent. I always try to do it in my head to read British, if that makes sense. Or I probably sound like a stupid American. I'm sorry, but to read in a British accent basically. And at first, I'll do it, but I'm finding that I'm reading 2 pages an hour because I can't make my mind read British, so I'll kind of forget, and then they'll mention it, and that's the one thing I kind of dislike about it, because I want to be able to read Britishly. That makes sense. I want his voice to be in my head to have the accent to get the whole, like, so. Anyway, so, okay, without spoiling things, the whole reason it's called, like, Clockwork and everything, that kind of threw me at first because I guess their term of clockwork is basically machinery because there's a, I mean, they're, like, talking about, like, those gears and the, you know, springs and basically metal crap that makes things. So I'm probably like machinery, and then they use the word like automaton and everything. So it's basically like a machine. So their word for machine is clockwork, I guess. I don't really know. There's like these monsters, they have to like figure out what's happening. There's all this shit going on. There's like, it's just, and it's big, and when you hold it in your hands, you just know that so much crap's gonna go down, and it's gonna be so good. And I has the character Will, and let me just start by saying that's great because my favorite person in the world is Will Smith. Oh my god, I love Will Smith. I love him. Anyways, so I like the name Will for that. And then he has black hair and blue eyes. Hold on, my phone just went off. Where's my phone? I just heard it go off. I literally lost my phone. No, I'm not sitting on it. Phone. Whatever. I'll get it later. I don't really care. Okay. You guys. Yes. It's so good. Reading a book like this just makes me realize why I love reading. And it was so good. Like, there's points where I was just reading it and absolutely nothing was going on. And I was just smiling to myself because I wasn't reading a complete... Get mean again. I don't want to get mean. But there was just times where I was just smiling because the word usage was correct and no one was explaining things like a third grader. And I really liked the writing. The writing was... Oh, that was really creepy. Did you hear that? My vanity, I have like a mirror that's magnified so I can like see every little thing that's wrong with my face. And the mirror, like it turns on, and sometimes when it's on, the light bulb will like crack with the electricity, and it just cracked, but it's not on. Oh. Where was I? Thoughts on this book. I loved it. I'm trying to think of events. Now I can't think of events. Okay, I liked Will, but, you know, I kind of thought he was kind of like the average. He was really funny, though. He was really funny. I was kind of disappointed with Jem's, like, illness. I thought it was going to be something so much cooler. I mean, I thought it was going to be something, like, really, really weird, or maybe he, like, grew tentacles or something. I don't know. I thought it was going to be, like, really, like, weird. I guess being addicted to, like, demon juice is kind of weird, or powder. But, let's see what else. I don't really get the whole point of Jessamine. Is that how you pronounce her name? Jessamine? Oh, I have an email. Hold on. Oh, Sephora. Okay, whatever, I'll do it later. Okay, Jessamine or Jessamine, I really didn't know. I didn't really, like, care about her as much. She was kind of just a fill-in character. I kind of thought that Jem and Tessa would get together, and I don't know if, like, when he was going off with Will to go to the Dark Sister's house, I thought that, like, was that like a sign that he liked her or something? Because you saw that Will was pissed. His like hands were like in fists and shit. Okay, let's get into Tessa's power, turning into like other people. That's cool. I mean, it does come in handy. Cool, but they never like the whole thing with the Magister. They never said like why he needed her. Was it only because to like turn into the person with the person who used to own the pocket watch? Was that the sole purpose? And then the ending, like, why was he at Magnus's house? Oh, Magnus! When he, like, you know, was at the party, I was like, Magnus! And so I was like, oh, where's his sparkly pants? And then he's like, oh, he's dating a vampire. I was like, what? What? No, you're Alec. No. And I was like, wait, Alec doesn't exist yet. But, and then, like, okay, so I thought that, I forgot Gabriel Lightwood. Like, I thought maybe him and Tessie would get together. I thought everyone in Tessie was just going to get together because Will was not going towards that whatsoever. Will was, like, reluctant, and he didn't do anything. So I was just, like, hoping for everyone, like, anything to get with anyone. I don't know. I just really like this book. I don't even, like, my mind is so scattered right now. I can't even think of, like, events. I liked how, the battle scene at the end where, like, Will and Jem were out doing their thing, and then they're at home, and so many people died. Like, I thought, you know, when the cook died, I was like, oh, whatever. Like, she had one line in the whole book. And then, Thomas died. Or was it Thomas? I'm pretty sure it was Thomas. Tomas? Yeah, Thomas died. I was really sad because I thought he was going to be with Sophie. And then, is that all the people that died? Oh, I was so happy. I was like, Jessamine died. Yeah. She came back. I was like, why'd you even bother? And then she's like, you bloody idiots. You didn't even try to come and get me. You just said, oh, she's dead. I could totally be British. Yeah, I didn't really like Jessamine. But come to think about it, I don't like blondes. I have a thing about blonde characters. I don't know why. I just don't like them. How they did it where, like, it told the story, but no time elapsed. She couldn't, like, write it side by side, so she wrote it, and then the next paragraph is what's happening at the same time there. That was so cool, because I thought, like, oh my god. But imagining the Clockwork monsters, that's really creepy, because can you imagine? Because what they basically describe is, like, a metal, like, you know, like, just gears, like, can you imagine, like, gears, like, looking at somebody, and they had, like, patches of skin because they didn't, oh my god, so they had to, like, strip, like, dead people of their skin and shit, and then they obviously didn't have enough people to, like, put the skin all over them, so some of them were just metal and patches of skin, and can you imagine, like gears moving, and they're just like, and mind you, this is like the 1800s, so they're like, shit, what is that? Like, and they're just coming towards them, and their eyes, like, they don't have eyes or something. Like, in the beginning, when, like, she hit Miranda with, like, whatever she hit Miranda with, I think it was, like, a book or something, and then her head dented in, I was like, what? And of course, like, you know, anyone's gonna know now, like, oh, it's like a fake person or whatever. But back then, they must have been like shit. Like, even now, even if I like smash something over the head with it and their head dented it, and I was like, oh no, it's just a robot. I'd be freaking out, running around in circles, screaming. I'll probably go in the corner and, like, can you imagine? And they weren't even freaking out. How are they not freaking out? These oh. Ew! And, like, how did they say they worked with, like, demon energy? Or that's what they were trying to do. But they just worked and they talked. I guess as it's a fiction, it's, like, sort of goes. But they were way too calm. They were way too calm for that shit. I would have been like, hell no. I would have been out of there.
1 o'clock.
Thank you, computer. I would have been out of there, you know? Oh, shit. Okay, so, other than that, like, they did not respond. Oh, jeez. Oh, and the whole thing with the vampires at the party, I'm sorry I'm skipping, like, I'm trying to remember events because I'm so flustered. But, you know, if I did an organized video, that wouldn't be fun. Like, the whole thing with the party, like, when she was the vampire, what did they know? Just saying, like, vampires are, like, classy and, like, the shit. I don't know. Anyways, and then so how that guy, like, came, what was his name? DeQuincy? Like, yeah, DeQuincy. I kept thinking of Mayor Quimby from The Simpsons, like, whenever I read that. I know it's not the same name, but that's just what I pictured, and he's, like, yellow and everything, and I was like, it was funny. Anyways, so when he, like, okay, if he saw his, like, girlfriend try to shoot him or whatever, wouldn't he kill the bitch? You know? And wouldn't he notice that a vampire wouldn't miss, like, shooting him? I guess, like, if you're getting shot at, you don't ask questions. But wouldn't you know, like, you know, and then I thought, and then he did try to attack her, and then, of course, Will came in and saved the day. I'm such a sucker for the whole, like, you know, thing. And then the ending, like, oh my god, he was such an asshole. Oh, he was such an asshole. When he's just, like, he like, kissed her and everything, and then he's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna use you for sex. What else did you expect? Oh, no. I would have, like, he was on a balcony, you just have to push. Like, he was standing there all emo anyways, he was probably gonna jump. I would just push him. Like, you know, he could draw on himself on the way down to protect him, right? Like, use a stencil or a steel, whatever they call that stuff. Also, okay, I used to ask this, about the Mortal Intimates 2. I actually emailed Miss Claire about it, but she hasn't emailed me back yet. So I'm waiting on that. But the rooms, right? You know how, like, she says, like, oh, you just draw. Like, you're drawing on, like, a fake watch, like, in the 3rd grade. Like, she draws, like, the eye, like, not she. They draw, like, the eye, and then it stands out in their skin. Do they, like, go away? Because after, like, because you're, like, a shadow hunter until you die. So So, like, after a year, and they draw on themselves all the time. Like, they're going to get a cup of tea, and they're like, oh, gotta draw my sign. Like, makes me digest it better. Like, they draw for everything. Don't you run out of room? So the thought. I gave the book 5 stars. Oh, wait. Oh, I put ticks in these, too, because some reason. Oh, and, you know, being me, I marked it, and, you know, my name's in it. You know, because Cassandra and I are buds. Where is she? There you go. Wait, there you go, Rebecca. And it said, the dark hair girl, not the blonde. Yep, damn straight. I do that. Don't look at me like that. You know, if you see your name in a book or hear it on television, you're just like, hey, that's me. Hold on, I marked it again. Oh, I marked it 3 times. I don't even remember. I finished the book yesterday. I don't even remember why I marked it. Oh, okay. Now I know. Okay. So, oh, you're not going to be able to see it. But, like, when they go to the Dark Sister's house, and one of the sisters is walking down the stairs, and she's holding her sister's her head. Like, I could not stop laughing, and I must have, like, oh, geez, I must have, like, at least got a 2-pack of abs from laughing so hard. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but she's just like, okay. Mrs. Black's head dangled from a plait of gray hair, which Mrs. Dark clutched as if it was a priceless artifact. The head's eyes were open and perfectly white like boiled eggs. Its mouth hung open, too, a line of dried black blood threading from one corner of the lips. And she's just like, and like she's singing and walking down with like the head like flying around. I'm just like, oh my god. Like, seriously? It's a head! What's wrong with you? Marie Antoinette, that shit. Oh, okay. To be honest, I don't know if this is the reason why I marked it, because it's not like highlighted or anything, and there's 2 pages. When she like, when Will walks in and like finds her like dead, and then yells at him because like she killed him, anything, and then goes and like nuzzles her neck and everything. That was funny. But the line, okay, so she's like, say something, Will, and then he says, well, he doesn't say anything, but he's like, but there was nothing to say. There was only the emptiness, as there had been before, as there always would be. I have lost everything, Will thought, everything. But she's alive. If something's like going over my head, can you please tell me about that in the comments, or, you know, text me? I don't know. But like, why I read the page like 3 times trying to understand it. Like, I know he's a tough guy, but what like, is it because he nuzzled her neck and she knew about it? Like, I don't get that line. So if you read it, you'll. But that's it. I'm sure there's like more organized reviews of books out there on YouTube. Why did that take me 5 minutes to say? But, you know, I try. You know, I try really hard to, you know, get my point across. I'm not the best at organization. This is like my maybe like 12th video. No, maybe not. Like 12th or 13th video, and I'm still flustered as the day started. But, you know, I really liked it, and I hope you guys liked it too. Tell me about what you thought about it. And, oh, be right back. Okay, so last time, or not last time, like a couple of with the Hey Guys video, when I asked you about which book you wanted me to read next, I got a lot of responses on that, and I thought it was cool because, you know, it's like, I'm gonna read all these books anyway, so might as well get the review you want out there, like, now. Before I go book shopping, I have to finish, my mom said I have to finish all these books, because I'm always at Borders. I'm always at Borders, and I'm just buying books because they have coupons, and the books are like $5 each, because of all my coupons. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Just browse? No. Anyway, the first one is White Cat by Holly Black. And did you know Holly Black and Cassandra Clare are besties? I didn't know that. Yeah, and I'm really excited to see what happens with these 2 guys. Like, these 2 thugs. I don't know what's happening with them. Oh, look, you can see me. I can see me through them. See, look, it's like they're watching my video. Look. Look, they're watching my video. Hi. Okay. That was really good. The second one is the Pocahontas Impossible one. It's not about Pocahontas. It's just that she has the hair. I don't know what this is about. Whatever. And the next one is Halo. This is really cool. It's by Oh, the author is my middle name, Alexandra. That's my middle. Oh, and this is interesting because it was written by an 18-year-old Australian. So that either can mean it's really good or really bad, but she made a book before she was 18. I'm 18, and I didn't even make my bed last night, so. The choices again are White Cat, Impossible, or Halo. And I have no idea what any of these books are about. So if you would like to see my review or my thoughts on any of them, go ahead. I'm not biased whatsoever. I'm not biased. I was kind of hoping last time you guys would choose this one too because I really wanted to read it. And you did, so congrats. But I'm not biased with any of these because I've never even heard of any of them. Well, actually, I've heard of them because I bought it, but you know what I mean. I don't know what it's about. Okay, so leave me a comment of what you thought, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.